Welcome back. As you can see, we got the very front bow cross member installed. Where we left off last time, all the chines were installed, but I ran out of zip ties. I got that all taken care of now. Got that back corner trimmed, so it's all zip tied up. Went through and zip tied the keel down all the way to the bottom of the boat. Now it's time to start fiberglassing. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to start this side and just go all the way down, and then I'll come back down on the other side and go from there. Sorry about the airplane noise. Got an air show next weekend, so right now they're practicing. Yeah, so we'll go from there. We're going to be using Total Boat epoxy resin, 5:1. Got Cavasol, some mixing sticks. I've never done this before, so I'm going to give it a practice here. Okay, so we got some of the fiberglassing started. I did this yesterday. Like I said, this is my first time doing it, and I'm going to show you all my mistakes. So originally what I did, see the two containers here, I put this pump in that one and that pump in that one. So what that did is way too much hardener. As you can see, those look pretty terrible, especially compared to those right there. But I was able to come through, and we got the whole left side of the keel done. Couple things I will say, and I'm going to show you my buckets, what they look like. You see, that was my first batch. It was pretty bad and smoking, and then there's my third batch, and the reason why I'm showing that one is I really think I made a mistake getting a fast hardener. I'm gonna try and get some slow hardener, make it a little bit easier to work with. What's happening is it's taking me too long to get it mixed and then get it put on, so it really starts to go. And here in Florida with the 75 degrees and humidity and everything, I really think that this fast hardener just isn't good for my application. You live and you learn, right? Make your mistakes and learn from them. We're going to go from there. I'm going to try and start on the right side of the keel. We'll get that one all glassed up, and then we'll start doing the stringers. I may have to wait on these back ones. I ran out of zip ties again. If you should see my garage, I got them zip ties laying everywhere from having to undo them and then redo them and then undo them and redo them. But we're making forward progress, so that's all working out, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll probably not going to show it. It's kind of a boring process. I'll just come back when I get it done and give you another overview. I might do one, show you guys one, depends. As much as I gotta do, like when I'm putting the hardener and stuff together, the epoxy, it's literally I make a small batch, I put it on, then make another quick small batch and put it on, quick small. So it's kind of annoying, but maybe we'll show it, we'll see. But let's go ahead and get this done, and then we'll come back. Alright, as you can see, we got the right side done. Went a lot smoother this time. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing. We got it all the way up to the front. Got a little support there. I don't think you get. There you go. See it there, and then all the way up to the front. Man, these ones look really good. And up the side there. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. Probably gonna take a break for a little bit and decide what I want to do next. I think I'm gonna have to get some more zip ties. But yep, so far we're making progress. It's looking good. Happy the way it's turning out so far. And we'll just keep plugging away. Alright, so I decided not to show any of the fiberglassing. It's pretty monotonous, and well, I guess if you want, next time I can show it. Leave a comment if you'd like to see that. It's really just repetitive over and over, but we got both sides of the keel all the way to the front. And then these two boxes, and these two boxes, all done on the inside. Started to warm up today as a temp. It was fairly a little chilly this morning when I came out here and started working. As the temperature went, I was starting to use the bigger jug, and I don't know if you can see that. Let's move it over here. So I started to use a bigger jug. I made one batch and it worked out great. And when I started on the second batch with the heat, it just set up real fast. So I wasted a little bit there. Fortunately, I was done doing what I needed to do when it set up. I was like literally right at the end of what I was trying to get done when it set up. So that's a good thing. I wasted a little bit, but no big deal. It's where I was planning on ending anyway. So yeah, that's where we're at. We got this all inside fiberglass. I'm gonna let it set up over the weekend, and then next week we'll come back and we'll do the outsides of the stringers. Get all that done. Got to get up here to the front. I wish that I might have did those, had that not set up so fast. But kind of waiting on the front. I got it all zip tied together. There's still a couple little gaps right here in the front. Right there and right there. So I'm kind of waiting on that, and I'll probably wait on the chines until I get the sides put on. I did glass the back part of the keel, but I didn't do the stringers. Kind of waiting on that. I kind of want to get the transom on before I start glassing those ones in, just so that, because I still have the ability to move those back and forth. So that's where we're at. Got quite a bit done this weekend. I'm happy with it. I've been thinking of how I really want to set this boat up. I don't want it to be the typical skiff, you know, flat deck here, and then the console right towards the back, and you sit on the back. I mean, don't get me wrong, they all look good. I've been checking out all kinds of skiffs. A lot of the South Dade skiffs, man, those are some sharp looking skiffs. They're a little bit smaller than what I'm building right now. They're the same length, but the tail end of them kind of comes in a little bit less. I think this is going to be 54 inches wide on the South Dade skiff. I think the rear of them are like 48, and then they get bigger towards the middle to about the same size as what mine is. I don't know if you've seen them, check them out. They got some really cool center consoles that they have on their boats. I really wish I could afford one of those, but I think I'm going to be making my own. So, but what I'm thinking out is doing compartment here, center console right here at the center of the boat, with the fuel tank in it, and then a seat here and a seat here, and then if I can potentially put a couple of compartments right here in the back, and then, but I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm still trying to get ideas, working it out. I like the idea of having the console, having the gas tank in the console, but then I was also thinking about possibly, instead of doing hatches here, build this up and make like a little platform and then put the fuel tank and the battery there. Let me know what you guys think. What would you want? I know it's my boat, but I'm open to all kinds of ideas. And I was actually talking to somebody else who's built one of these skiffs, and he's saying he strongly recommends doing trim tabs. I think eventually I'm gonna do that, just because it keeps the front end from bouncing as much. But I'm not 100%, because like I'm trying to set everything up more towards the front of the boat, so I don't know if I'm actually going to need them. I was telling him I'll probably take it out once or twice, see how it does, and then go from there. The plan is still a 30 horsepower Suzuki, and then the other thing I'm debating on is cable steering or hydraulic steering. The hydraulic really, it's about $150 more, so I'm kind of leaning towards that, especially if I can find a system where I could potentially set it up on autopilot, hooked up to the GPS. I think I was looking at GPS today and I seen a 5-inch Simrad, and it's about, I think it's about $350, give or take. Had really good reviews. I'm thinking about just going with a smaller one, just because it's a skiff, and most places I'm going I won't really need navigation. It'd be nice for the fish finder. That's the other thing. I'm not really setting this up to be a super fishing boat. It's more for exploring shallow water areas. Obviously I do like to fish and will bring fishing poles with me, but that's where I'm at. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, your recommendations, GPSs. I like the Garmin. I think the one the South Dade skiffs are running is a Garmin 743 SVX, I think it was, and it sure looks sharp, and they have it flush mounted in their consoles, and boy, that looks good. But I don't know if I can justify $1,200 on a GPS. So kind of a baller on a budget right now. Well, I don't know, we'll see as time goes. So yeah, that's it for today. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know any ideas you got, tips. Like I said, I was talking to a guy yesterday on YouTube. He was actually watching videos and gave me a whole bunch of tips. I guess I'll throw one more thing in. The original plan was to use 10-ounce glass for the whole thing. The guy I was talking to, he recommended doing everything on top with a 10-ounce glass, and then flipping it over and doing a biaxial glass, maybe like a 1208 or something on the bottom, just to add a little bit more strength. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. It can't hurt, right? Extra strength, better. So, like I said, one of these days I might try and take this over to Bahamas, so we got to have it strong as possible. But yeah, give me some comments, let me know what you think. Again, like, subscribe, and y'all have a great day. Thanks.